Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another review for Anime Month and another review for my birthday month. Once again, like I said, I'm doing some videos here on the day of my birthday. Like I got a couple of reviews I'm doing recording the same day of my birthday here. So So once again, happy birthday to me, and thanks for everyone for who's enjoying Anime Month so far. So for today, for my birthday anime review, since I reviewed one of them, but I'm going to review another one here, in which I really enjoyed this one. Another anime series that I enjoyed. I think I put this as if I made my list, I'll probably put this as one of my favorite anime anime shows, whatever. And I have all the mangas. I have all the manga series, which I have not read all of them though. But I'm still getting and reading it. So, but to show off, just to show the first novel I have of it, just to show why I have it. So my birthday anime review for this one is going to be of Maid Sama, which is the novel. Actually, I have the first manga series here, and I have the Blu-ray of it. So. And also that we're showing. I also have all the manga series. I also have this one as well, the last one. Technically the Maid Sama Marriage, which I can't read this one. This is like in Japanese though, but it's cool to have for the collection. Which I'll talk about more of this though later. But like I said, when I showed my DVD collection, I also showed like the case of all the some of my manga series, which I have the whole thing right here. I have all of the series of Maid Sama, which I'm reading into, but not all of it yet though. But Maid Sama, I really enjoyed this series. I think I put this one of my favorite anime shows. Because I've watched this a lot. Because this is one of the few anime shows I've watched this a lot of times, like I did back with High School of the Dead. And speaking of High School of the Dead, that came out in 2010. Well, this also came out in 2010. Really enough for the anime series. I was like, man, it makes me feel so old now. This came out 10 years ago. Sheesh. Yeah, so this and High School of the Dead came out in the same year, which I enjoy both these shows. And Maid Sama, the logistics of this in a nutshell is, yeah, the high school girl by the name of Misaki, or Misa for short, Aizawa. She's a hard, strict student council president of Sega High School, well, which was formerly an all-boys school, but then became co-ed, and she couldn't tolerate how the school was being run, so she became the first female student council president, and she runs the school with an iron fist, strict, especially on the guys. So, which the guys don't like though, was like, oh, that's not fair. The girls can do whatever they want, and the guys get punished for it. So, and at the same time, while she's a very hard-working as student council president, she secretly works part-time as a maid in a maid cafe in a place called Maid Latte. And she doesn't want nobody from school knowing where she works because she's afraid how much it'll affect her role as student council president. So she didn't want anybody else to find out where she worked and keep it a secret. So, but then there's this one high school guy who's the most popular guy in school by the name of Takamui Usui, sees her, and she's afraid that he was gonna tell, but decides not to say anything because he is becoming a regular at the cafe. And she also tells her story is that why she's working there, because she's doing this to help support her family because she has a sister and a mother, and where sister said that their father ran off, so she's been working overtime to help support her family. So that's why. And one point where she's working herself over, where she gets sick, and then three other guys from her school sees her and threaten to tell everybody at school, but Usui stops them. And it's funny that from then on, afterwards, the three guys who are the comic reliefs of the show, they had becoming like all big fans of her, enjoying her work in there. So I thought those guys were funny. It moved to a funny part where they ordered this rice omelet, right? And they want her to write something on the omelet, a message with ketchup on it. And when she wrote on it, it says "pain in the ass." So I thought that was pretty funny. So, and the whole series follows the relationship between Misaki and Usui throughout this one, because although she doesn't want her to tell anybody where she works at though, but he's not though. And the relationship between them, I thought, some people say it wasn't a relationship, but I think to me it worked, because there are times where he deliberately pisses her off to get her going on purpose. Which I thought was pretty funny too. So, but the relationship until of course up until towards the end though, because like Usui first, he's a guy who doesn't want to, he said there's a couple girls that confess to their love to him, but he rejects them, except for Misaki, or Misa for short. And then up until for Misa at the end of the show, where she does say her true feelings for him. But I like the relationship, how it goes on towards the whole series. He always she always sometimes says she relies on him a lot though, but she wants to pay him back for it though. And a lot of time he saves her from certain trouble as well. And with Usui, he's always Mr. Perfect. He's really good at basically everything, which that was funny. He's good at cooking, or good at chess, or some other stuff as well. So, well, that was pretty funny too. And there you get some other moments where they have this festival, and the guys are acting like idiots. You get funny moments where Misaki, or she is acting when she has flashing those red eyes to chases all the guys out, because they coming with dumb ideas, and she's screaming out at them. They makes them run off. Or during the festival when the guys are acting dressing up in these costumes, and she does notice she notices her mistake where after what Usui told her earlier, and so they're screw you. You think we're gonna tolerate that we have talk with us with that bitchy attitude? And it's not she doesn't listen to us. She hates all the guys anyway. So she realizes her mistake and allows the guys to help them. So at least she does that. And then other things were there's also this other high school, Miyabioka High School, where it's a high school for rich kids, and yeah, the student council president there, Higurashi, named Higurashi, where he's actually really not that nice though, but he was putting on a polite face for them while he goes to the high school, because or before that, there were two other students from her high school got into a fight with another guy from Miyabika High, and they go there to apologize, to make them apologize to him for hitting him, and he challenges to a chess game, and Usui, he's the only one who plays chess, and he goes and beats that guy instantly. And then the student council president goes there, puts on a polite face, acting all nice, and offers Misa to transfer to over there. And then when she goes over there alone, there was where they deliberately spill something on her, and where she takes a shower in their high school, and they give her a replacement outfit, and it's a maid outfit, and because the student council president knows where she works at, that's why he deliberately put the maid outfit on her. And it's because it's what you're used to. So, and he throws a whole bunch of money in her face and wants to try to subdue her. but then Usui comes in right in the right time and saves her. Which you see him again later. And also with the one thing of my favorite thing is the show is the music, especially the main theme. You have the da 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 da. I can't do it though, but basically the theme where something really exciting is gonna happen, or something where she does something good, and you have that theme that's playing. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the theme for that. Da 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 da. The music, the score for the rest of the show, I liked. And it just shows like how the relationship, between Usui and Misaki, how it is throughout the whole series. First is that they're it's like a little strained because how they are with each other, but until the end, ultimately, where I kind of like at the last episode where they're holding where they dress up like in Romeo and Juliet costumes, and at first like he asks Usui, he's like, "Are you holding back?" And then she finally confesses to him, says that she's the one I'm holding back. Why did it turn out this way? Why did it have to be you? I just don't get it. You're perfect. All you do is piss me off. If I didn't play this to begin, the truth is that I always wanted to hold your hand. And then they kiss. Well, they kissed earlier though, before, because there's a picture of with Usui and Misa in our maid outfit from before, and it blows away, and Usui goes and jumps off the freaking building to go and get that picture, because there's some other kids that didn't want to see her where she worked at, and he kissed her and says, "I love you." That was the first time, but here in the last episode, finally kisses her, and he says, "I love you too." So, and then she goes and says, "Hi, I really hate you." True to form, you really are cruel, Aizawa. He's in their hands with them holding hands. So yeah, and which part we want to see once again, another anime series that I talk about, which I wish there was a second season to, because further later on in the manga series, that they do become a couple and they do get married. In the manga series, they do get married, and later they do have two children. I remember it was a boy and a girl too. Yeah, that's why in this marriage, because like I said, they both do eventually get married and have two kids, and you get the more like like right here. Yeah, with their two kids, a boy and a girl. I think it was the daughter who kind of acts like their father, her father, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so it turns out a happy ending for them as well. So, and in this book, you see more how they're later in life with their kids and all that. And as for other characters as well, I forgot to mention when she works at the maid latte, the owner. Pardon me. Where's the other names? Yeah, Sasuke, who is the owner of Maid Latte, and you also get other co-workers as well that works with Misaki. Then you also have Sasuke's nephew, who's in middle school, which actually he likes to dress up like a girl. Which he ends up becoming like a famous net idol, dressing up as a girl. Which at a point where they find out that first she thought that he was a girl, but then when the wig falls off, revealed that he's actually a boy. He says, even though I'm a boy, I like cute things. So dressing up like a girl. Even to a point where where her and others and other coworkers they go to the beach to Sasuke's other sister. As for other characters, oh yeah, they have this towards the end of the series, which I thought was a little bit late to introduce this one character, but this one character who's a childhood friend of Misaki's, which he called where is it? Yeah, Shintani. Yeah, Shintani, who they knew back when they were little kids, and he was fat and always eating, until we get a little backstory of how their parents died in a car accident, but living with their grandpa and on a farm. That's how he lost all that weight, and he came to Seika High School to find the girl that he loved, and that was Misa's. And which also starts to come back to who he was, because he didn't recognize him at first. And you get a bit of a love triangle between him and Usui towards the end, though. But it's really, she ends up with Usui. But I thought it was a little bit late to introduce that character towards the end of the series, though. But it didn't bother me though. But you get the backstory you get the backstory enough to figure out who he is. But Maid Sama, I enjoyed though. I thought I really enjoyed the series. Some people think it's it's. Although I've seen comments that they want to see a second season to go further in the story, to see probably the two of the how Usui and Aizawa getting married and all that, and their life as a family. I know I have seen comments saying they want a second season though, but that's never gonna happen though. But don't worry, at least you have the manga series to read off of, that goes on afterwards of this series, of this anime show. But because once again, it's another anime series that I wish there was a second season of. Once again, I keep mentioning High School of the Dead. I wish there was a second season, but that's not gonna happen though. Or another series that I'm gonna be reviewing, which I wish there was a second season though. There's other ones that just get cut short. I wish there was a second seasons of. I don't know why that's a habit, So, but I enjoyed Maid Sama. I put this as one of my favorite animes. As for the voice cast, which I had a DVD, which is strictly the Japanese voice cast, which the Japanese voice cast does a good job, especially with voicing with Misaki and Usui. And as for the English dub, I thought who voices Misaki, Monica Ryle, I think it was, which I thought she did a good job voicing Misaki, which I know which I mentioned her name before. She's voiced in a lot of the anime series that I've seen, particularly when she's voiced in the show Sakura, which I have not reviewed though. She voiced in High School of the Dead, and she was the little girl that they rescued. She voiced in Heaven's Lost Property as Daedalus, the woman who created the Angeloids. Rosario Vampire. She voiced Yukari, the witch. Nekimo, my little sister, is among them, which that's coming up. That's coming, which I reviewed. She voices as Konoe. Cat Planet Cuties. A certain magical index as Index. Freezing. She voiced in also the horror one called Another, which I liked. High School DxD, which is the 3rd and 4th seasons. Tokyo Ghoul as Rize. For the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, the one who made Ken Kanage the way he is, responsible for him become a ghoul. Yeah, but she voiced in a lot of anime series, and especially I remember especially Rosario Vampire and High School of the Dead. But I thought she did a good job as really good job as voicing Misaki. I thought this of her other voices that she did. I think this is one of her I think this is probably put as my favorite voice role for her as Misaki. Considering that I've watched this a lot of times, I watched all the other ones. I think this is my favorite voice for Monica Ryle. I think I said that wrong. I think it's my favorite voice role for her as Misaki. As for Usui, David Mataranga. I thought he did good as voicing as Usui, and as for other ones, what voice dub he has done. Oh, he also voiced in High School of the Dead as well. Huh. As for which character he voiced in High School of the Dead. Oh yeah, he voiced Hisashi. That's right. He voiced Hisashi, the guy who was Takashi's best friend, who got bit at the beginning, and that Rei was ended up going out with. Yeah, he voiced Hisashi, where where after he died and Takashi was gonna kill him. It's like, it's happening. Yeah, so that's what David Mataranga voiced in High School of the Dead. Yeah, Hisashi. Other voice roles he did, one that I'm familiar with. He also voiced in Another as well. He voiced in Parasite the Maxim. Huh. Yeah, but not too many that I'm... Well, he voiced in High School DxD Hero, but, as Balzord, whatever. But not too many that I have watched, so... But I thought he did fine, too, as, voicing as, Usui. But yeah, I really enjoyed Maid Sama. I also put this as one of my favorite animes. If I had made a list, I'd probably put it on there. Definitely put it on there. As for the animation, I thought it was fine, too. For what it was from 2010. The score, especially the main theme, I enjoyed. Yeah. As for the characters, for Misaki, being a strict, hard high school student council president, for being we're trying to keep her secret as working as a maid in a maid cafe. Usui Takumi, who was always deliberately trying to piss her off on purpose, which I thought was kind of funny, and he's always being like Mr. Perfect and always bailing her out at certain points. But the other characters I liked too, so. And like I said, I read the manga series. I wish there was a second season, because I wish if it made a second season, it probably led to this part of the manga series, which I would like to have seen. It was a happy ending for the two of them, so. But I enjoyed the series, so yeah. Maid Sama, what more can I say? Probably some people don't care for how, especially if the characters are in the show, though. But I like the characters. And I know some people would like to have a second season to this, though. But so do I. But that's never going to happen because, like I said, it's been 10 years. Same with High School of the Dead. Still no second season. So, but yeah. But as for and also for the two main characters I enjoyed, and as for the other characters I liked too. Probably didn't mention the other ones though, but just watch Maid Sama for yourself and give your thoughts. Like to hear your thoughts on it. So, but that's my another birthday review for me for Anime Month of Maid Sama. I give it a thumbs up for me. So as long as I enjoy it, that's what matters. So, but thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more to come for Anime Month. Later.